Shit was. What is that? Alex, man, I don't know how. Stop playing me. Stop playing me. Stop playing me, boy. Stop playing me, boy. Stop playing me, boy. I don't know why she wasn't doing that. What? Stop playing me, boy. Hey, P, why was you checking this nigga? I don't understand.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, okay, okay, pass. If you use point guard, you know that.
Oh, my point guard.
You can unblock the most. Baby.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage again at 25, 2nd and 10.
What's up there, you bro? Oh, yeah.
Throwing it in, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this one to his fullback. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let me show him, bro. Let me show him. Yeah. Yeah.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3rd and long for Rivers. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to get the
Show me some. Show me some. You got cross feet.
Ball at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10.
I'm there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Talon Smith. It's White. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Oh, shit. Oh, that means I gotta step out of it earlier, so keep going. Yep.
Well, they try the right side here. And that's left to the 26.
And no trade.
His linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Nice job there on the tackle, keeping him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I'm at the grill. Y'all be catering to that nigga.
So here's a 1st and 10.
You know me, I ain't trying to cater to no niggas, you feel me?
Throwing down.
You feel me?
On first down. Dancing to his left. Still going. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets.
Hey, I told you, bro. That's why I told you don't do that shit, man. Fuck with your brother,
16
dog.
yards there and a first down again.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know you can throw the football, but how
You want to go back over it,
as
though.
well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really
You
of how
gotta
to get
be
coached. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Yeah,
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
When they said they had a dog back.
He's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
That's what love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker and fast. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
You feel me?
Lot to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now
Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half. Where do you go from here?
But number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for Doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I think he's a big man.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Kirksey in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They face a second and long to start things out.
They claim that he's the best ever. He definitely said that.
Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He'll be whipped up around the waist and pushed down. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Colts send out their punter. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Let's take it inside. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Gordon on first down.
My nigga. That's why I love you.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
The reason that counter misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look, and now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Oh, shit.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Don't stop throwing me. Oh, I thought he had it. Don't stop throwing my nigga, dog. Stop throwing my nigga.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got really excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon is 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Just the same thing as they had before, but no any change.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here's the sneak with Wilson. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
This time Wilson will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. Models things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up the blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, bro. I don't want to do a fight.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And another timeout taken by the Colts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Wow. Oh, brilliant, man. This shit.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And last time it was a pretty well-played interception. We'll see if they can do better.
So you're not going to shoot
see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
On
first down, Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Dancing to his left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now it's Wilson. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
You go back to the way,
and he's going to go down again. Tech McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
No, he lost the ball. He's trying to go back to other
play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out.
Let's go. Koofy off. Nigga, don't try to fucking run on me, nigga.
I'm saying that we trying to run the same play for that. That's how we play. That's not how we play.
Step out.
That's not how we play. That's not how we play.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he pushes right through. He gets this one just shy of the 40.
Obviously not the
gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
That's not how niggas play, bro.
Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, they ain't playing no defense.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Going underneath for Gordon. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's brought in by Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That, his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Doctson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
But why not let me go out there from my
Now Wilson on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Big kick,
Piggy!
Piggy!
Going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
It was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Back now in Indianapolis. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
He can run. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Maybe see the walking check code niggas when it gets here.
Them niggas elite too. That's crazy.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Shotgun. Don't take forever, okay? Shotgun. Let's go 14.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And a catch right side by Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver where any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
No, nigga. You all right.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon.
Oh, there it is.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's at least
she's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. It was over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Oh, Taylor going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Definitely stay.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something. Exactly. You have pride on the line.
And got his man complete. A very solid gain of 27. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence.